So, juggling the roles of a mother and a businesswoman, along with your prevailing condition and inability to speak, must present its own set of challenges. How do you handle it all simultaneously? And then, who stands with you? Who stands by you in this journey? Is it your mom, your husband, like you just said, or do you have a caregiver? Where do you pull most emotional, physical support from?
My mom has always stood by me. She has been very supportive throughout my journey. I talk about her in great detail in my first book, Recommenced. I talk about her courage and driving force for the love for her children. When I first encountered my life-changing disability, it was a very tough battle, for my mother in particular. However, through the pain and suffering from the journey that we incurred, we felt brave, as you all do when you face a challenge, because you keep going.
Mm-hmm.
My mother and my family are really fantastic, and I am very lucky. And yes, my husband Patrick is very kind and supportive towards wanting me to build a brilliant business. He has always encouraged me, and we work as a team. Patrick listens, and he wants me to succeed and support many people. It is such a benefit having the love from Patrick. We have traveled to so many places. We love life.
So you're a mother, and so as a mother and as someone living with muscle dystonia, just like you mentioned, you encounter very distinct hurdles. Can you discuss what obstacles you face in maintaining a strong maternal bond, and how do you be the best mother you can be?
Yes, this was a concern of mine, and a lot of people I trusted doubted that I would develop a very strong, loving bond with my baby. When I had my precious baby girl, who was just absolutely incredible, it was a very overwhelming feeling of pure joy and gratitude. I had many types of emotions. My baby was just 6 pounds, and I was very nervous to hold her. She was very fatigued. It took time to feel confident enough to feel that I was doing enough. I decided to breastfeed my daughter, and it was very full-on and exhausting. So it was only when I got into the flow of motherhood with my abilities that my baby started to put weight on. Things got somewhat easier. I started to really embrace and appreciate my beautiful gift wholeheartedly. I found ways that I could manage, and I used my own voice with my baby, and I actually find that my voice can completely calm down my baby girl to a peaceful sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I get great satisfaction looking after my baby girl, and that she looks after me. She comes to me, and I know that she loves me. She is fully aware of my communication and can read me. I absolutely love this experience. It's a fantastic bond like no other. My baby is a part of me, and I can definitely feel this.
Shubham, what do you think made you more independent? What do you think made you pushed you to try to do things that you once were not able to do, like trying to go on the metro alone? What do you think caused that difference?
Ma'am, my teachers motivated me like and the NGO that I'm connected with, and definitely I would say my parents, my family, has always motivated me to do things independently. They would never say. They had never told me that that Shubham, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. My mother, my father, my sister, and everyone has even told me that you can achieve everything in your life, what I desire, like what I want, I can achieve everything in my life.
You have a partner, which is it? You really need a support system when you have any kind of condition. And I know personally, having a condition, it's hard. It's sometimes hard to find a partner who understands and who supports you through the good and the bad, right?
Yeah.
Highlighting the bad. So tell me about that. How does he support you? You know,
Yes, so I think when initially I met my partner, he wasn't aware about all these conditions. So for him, it was very, let's say, a foreign district he entered. And I made him very aware, like, okay, this is not gonna go. Okay, you're dating someone now, this is not gonna go. So be very conscious. If you're gonna go, go. But he said, no, I'm gonna stay here. So he actually enrolled himself in a couple of courses. Like he's got into a caregiver support group.
Okay.
And that was really helpful because I was feeling guilty of putting the burden on him,
Right.
There's always a guilt in my partner has to suffer, even he has to sometimes cancel his office because I'm having a breakdown or something that has to happen or I'm in the hospital. So then he started getting aware about it. He also got enrolled in therapy. Not only because he doesn't have any issue, I got him checked, to be honest. I was like, does he have any issues? But I'm the only one. The doctor said he has none. I go, oh shit, I'm not with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm serious.
Yeah, I really got him checked. It's just me now. They've been, yes. So he takes therapy just to become a better version of himself, not because he has some problems, and also how to support me. Because I really believe, because I did research on caregivers, and it can be a huge burden on caregivers, how to navigate such difficult emotions, how to navigate personal suicidal, how to navigate seeing your loved one going through a mess and a mess in the front of you and you feel helpless. So he takes therapy, he is with the caregiver support, and beside my partners, I have amazing, a close-knit, small number, but friends who, when he can't do it, when he's overwhelmed also by it, they step in and they're like, and they are very good friends, I say, because they tell me for what is. Sometimes when I'm too much acting, I'm like, shut up and sit. He's okay.
ओके अब आप थोड़े से अपने पावर लिफ्टिंग के बारे में बताओ आपने शुरू कैसे करा आप ये इंस्पिरेशन कहाँ से लाते हो
इंस्पिरेशन में जैसे कि मैं इंस्पायर अपने खुद को करता था क्योंकि मैं कभी भी डिसेबल होने के बावजूद भी अगर मुझे कोई चिढ़ाता था छोटे तो भी मैं उनके साथ लड़ जाता था, कोई बड़ा चिढ़ाता तो उनके साथ लड़ जाता, क्योंकि एक मतलब वॉरियर जैसा मेरे दिमाग में एक वॉरियर छुपा था कि भाई लड़ना है, गिरना है तो खड़ा भी होना है, अगर कोई चिल्लाता है तो मतलब कि लड़ना भी है, मतलब कि एक वॉरियर जैसा था, मतलब कि कहते हैं ना जिसको रिबल जैसे कि भाई कुछ करना है। तो मैंने उस टाइम पे अपने आप को सशक्त बनाने के लिए, एबल बनाने के लिए मैंने जिम ज्वाइन किया, क्योंकि अगर कोई मेरे काम के बारे में अगर कोई बोलता था कि ये बंदा है ये क्या कर पाएगा, ये तो मुझे ये चीज़ पसंद नहीं आती थी। मुझे मतलब कि मतलब बोलते हैं स्वाभिमान जैसा था कि मुझे कुछ होता था तो नहीं मुझे कुछ कर देता ना, तो मैंने जिम स्टार्ट किया, बॉडी को स्टेबल किया, तो मुझे एक्सरसाइज करनी थी, ये वगैरह वगैरह करके मैंने बॉडी को स्टेबल करके पूरा ये जो उठाने वाला काम था वगैरह वगैरह ये ख़त्म करके उनको मैं साबित करना चाहता, दुनिया को प्रूव करना चाहता कि आई कैन डू इट। तो उस ज़माने पे मैंने एक्सरसाइज स्टार्ट किया और कुछ मैंने 2012-13 में एक फर्स्ट कॉम्पिटिशन हुई, एक्सरसाइज मैंने स्टार्ट किया, तो मुझे लोगों ने बोला कि आपका फिजिक्स बहुत अच्छा है, आप काम कीजिए, आप बॉडी बिल्डिंग कॉम्पिटिशन में पार्ट लीजिए। तो 2012-13 के जो फाइनल ईयर था तो उसमें मैंने कंपटीशन में पार्ट लिया बॉडी बिल्डिंग में। तो मेरी डिसेबल कैटेगरी में 50 मेरी कैटेगरी में मेरा फर्स्ट रैंक आया, तो वो मेरा फर्स्ट मेडल था, मेरा फर्स्ट सर्टिफिकेट था 2012-13 में।
Through your diagnosis, what I know, so now you can sit at the other side and will you cross the tunnel, and the darkest part of the tunnel is done with, right? What do you think you learned through your journey? For example, I know you're a beauty queen. We have a Miss India with us. She's sitting here. So tell me about that. Tell me about your journey.
So when I was diagnosed with cancer, that was my lowest point. And when doctors told me I have to go for another surgery and everything, that really was a devastating time. But then we met a doctor who was a natural therapist and said that the spread is not to that extent right now. We can cure it with natural therapies.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a good discussion, long discussion over the phone with him, and he gave me like 10 number of detox the way. So he said that we need to detox our body. So all our vessels and everything has been blocked now. We need to detox so that these toxic things can go out of your body. So detox is again not easy. There's a proper regime. You have to be on a millet diet, proper millet diet. you cannot see, smell sugar. I mean, sugar, you have to be away from sugar, absolutely. Even shakkar, anything. You have to have homemade food. Then there were other things like wheatgrass powder, beetroot powder, manjishta. All this has to be mixed together and taken in the morning with karele ka juice. All and lot of other things I can't even tell you. I mean, haldi capsules, then yoga, meditation, chlorophyll. There's a chlorophyll, plant-based chlorophyll tonic which comes. It is very helpful for fighting and oxidizing your body. Iodine, spring water, Gaumutra. Are you aware about the Gaumutra?
Oh my God. I'm like, no way.
I did that for continuously like 3 months. I did that morning Gaumutra, Haldi, and all this. My day used to start. Suddenly, from a momo freak, street momo freak, I turned to this regime. I did not touch food for maida, atta. Also, you can forget. I was completely on millet-based food. Now, what happened because of the detoxification? Obviously, I used to take steam every day, so that skin detox happened. So, with all this regime, I started losing weight at a speed of 1.5 kilometer every day. I was 62, 63 kgs when it all started, and I landed up to 50 kgs in the matter of 1 month.
Would you say, with your anxiety in general, do you say that there are things like the camera, there are other instances that give you anxiety? Do you think you think like that is it like an observer bias and have to act a certain way, make them feel, or make me feel accepted?
Yeah, so I think I get that pressure. I would not call it pressure from anybody, but it's a conditioning also in a way where you have been conditioned. It's a lot of self-pressure where I feel like I need to be at my best always. I can't have a mistake. I can't do a mistake. I have to be the best. And I have to say the right things, or I have to behave the right way. And what is right and wrong is very subjective in nature. But like when a mass audience sees you, or when you're on camera and when someone sees you, I feel like, okay, now there's this layer that has come up and you have to act a certain way. And I feel that triggers me to a point because I feel that takes me back to my childhood where I try to fit into the mold a lot.
Yeah.
I really tried. Lord knows how hard I tried. Like, I want to be in the mold, but I could never be in the mold.
Right.
So, yeah.